Hello, everybody. This is Level Up Lani, and welcome to the next episode of Coffee Talk. So let's begin from where we finished off last time. Anyway, what were you talking about? We were talking about Mr. Hyde's profession. And what is your profession, dear sir? He's a model. And he's been doing it for 30 years. We're not going to swear on here, but we're going, holy cow, 30 years of modelling. That's a long time. Now, of course, you're a vampire. That's really cool. I'm Freya, by the way. Yep. How's the writing so far? It's okay. But I'm stuck and in need of a warm drink. Here we go. We're going to do our drinks again. Hopefully I remember them all. So brew me something, please. What would you like, Freya? Coffee? Nah. I need to take it slow tonight, so maybe a tea? Make me something warm and sweet without coffee. Oh, that's easy. Something warm and sweet without coffee. I mean, I have an idea. I'm just quickly checking the drinks menu just in case for anything else. Ah, that's what I was thinking. It said, I took out, I wouldn't have said the lemon part, but I was thinking about a tea. So, tea, lemon, and honey. Midsummer Night's Dream. That's a great story, by the way. If I remember, it's a part of the fantasy story that I remember. But yeah, it does sound very similar to me. Something warm and sweet for the storyteller. It does actually, very aesthetically pleasing. And before anybody tries to argue, I'm not in part of the like trends on social media. It's like this aesthetic, this aesthetic. I'm just saying the drink in general in this game looks nice. I can't be bothered with aesthetics on social media. It's total rubbish. Oh man, this is amazing. What a treat. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I work for the Evening Whispers. But I'm also working on my own novel right now. He finds it interesting. Yeah, that's the problem which I remember we keep bumping into. Typing the personal stories or personal people who don't know their life is being written about for profit. It's complicated. You should wait until she finishes it. Yeah, no spoilers. That's if she ever manages to finish it. Yeah, that too. What's the genre? Slice of life. No, not fantasy or sci fi. Hmm, I'm still not sure. It will probably be normal slice of life. Freya doing the most to not get caught out on transgressions. You're not wrong. I'll probably put some surreal elements in there. Maybe I'll set it in a world where only humans exist. Yeah, kind of. That's the twist. You don't want to put racism into any sort of literature. This isn't about racial supremacy. I imagine even in a world where only one race exists, problems will still appear anyway. That's true. That is true too. How can they be racist without other races? Um, that is a good question too. This reminds me of the philosophical debates I like to go to in my personal spare time. But that is actually a very good debate question, which could be put into a proper debate field or debate topic. Differences in language, nationality, ideology, or even skin colour. When everything's the same, the smallest differences will stand out. Yeah, actually, I think what Freya just said there is just quickly brought something up to my mind. I'm going to try not to go into a tangent because I know I can if I don't check myself. But I want to say this. In this day and age, especially like with beauty standards and all that stuff, mainly, and aesthetics and appearances, I see that most people, not everyone, but most people, are trying to go for a certain look, a certain desirable look, which they think if they get that, they'll be loved, respected, cherished, get fame, get more status, get more opportunities, etc. And because everybody's going for this specific certain look, in my personal opinion, everyone is starting to look the same. And I don't know what aesthetic exactly is. I don't know what it's called. When I look at people with this sort of look, and everybody's trying to copy the look or look similar or the same as that desirable look, it is true that when everybody goes for that certain look, the smallest differences will stand out. So what I'm trying to explain is, guys, for all the people, young people who may be watching this, who may feel insecure about their aesthetics, their face or their looks, and they feel like they need to change to adhere to a certain look or aesthetical standard, please don't. Because number one, trying to change the outside only is not going to make you happy in the end, and I've learned that from my years of experience that I have learned so far. And if you do decide to accept yourself and keep to yourself and not change anything externally about yourself, but just try and prove and be the best person you could be, your character and your great personality and who you naturally are will be the smallest difference that will stand out. And because in human nature in general, humans tend to love things where it is unusual or not always visible, or not always the same, or it's just different, you'll attract a lot more people who will like you for just standing out because you're not trying to fit into the crowd or the mold. So let's get back into the story, shall we? I don't want to go into a deep trance and mumble or go on any longer. Perhaps it's diversity that can teach us to look past differences. There you go, Freya. You know what? While I don't like what you're trying to do with your book by taking personal people's stories, I can at least respect what you're saying right now because this is some of the deepest stuff I've ever read or seen in a game. The bottom line is we'll always find a way to hate others or choose to hate others. It's not like you fall into it. Hating is a choice. I assure you of that. That doesn't really sound all that funny. Hey, it's fantasy. That's what fictions are for anyway. Painting the what ifs. Interesting indeed, Hyde. Ah, thank you. New customer. Ah, hello again. Hello, Lua. Good evening, Miss Lua. That makes sense. Yes, he's got his own work to do. Ah, some relationship troubles, I see. We shall fix that with a warm drink then. I'm in the mood for a green tea latte. Green tea latte? Is there a problem? No, it's nothing. Sorry. Okay, green tea latte. There is something going on in the background, but I'm seeing she's not going to just share that just yet. It's a challenge for them. It's definitely a challenge. Green tea latte, we're gonna serve it up. Your green tea latte is ready. Thank you.